recording this because there's some good questions you're asking. So can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just want to.
You basically were asking me as far as the letter that the governor just submitted in regards to asking the DPU to reevaluate the situation, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I knew the question. I was just giving you an opportunity to ask it. But so in regards to that retort by the governor, here's the thing, right? The DPU's responsibility is to review these things before they pass them, not after. So are they now admitting that they were complacent when they approved that 25 to 30% rate hike? Because if they diligently looked at it like they should have in the first place, we probably wouldn't be here. And the governor wouldn't be putting out that statement asking them to do their job for the second time. And if you can understand, as a concerned citizen of the state of Massachusetts, why would we trust that government body to do their job again if they didn't do it the first time?
Have you seen this letter?
I have, absolutely.
You have seen the letter?
I have.
Okay, when did you? Okay, because I didn't see it anywhere online yet.
I have some insider. I can't reveal my sources. No.
You've seen the letter.
Yeah,
okay, that's good because we're gonna release it this afternoon.
Yes.
And
yeah.
so, but your feeling is that the fact that the governor is kind of saying it's imperative that energy consumers know their rights, winter isn't over, this whole concern that things need to be happening now. It doesn't. You're not feeling like.
It's just a typical song and dance. I'll tell you, when I read that letter, it just made my blood boil. It's the continuation of the lack of accountability. What's going on in this country right now, and in Massachusetts as well, that legislatures are voting for politics over policy, politics over people. And so when you do that, you end up on the whole other side of the spectrum, and who ends up suffering are the people, because, I went to my first city council meeting the other day, and the more you go to them and you kind of understand that within these political alliances amongst each other, right, amongst the brethren, Republican and Democrat together, there's a sort of code of ethics, and there's an understanding that, hey, if you don't agree with us when you propose a bill, we're not going to agree with you. When you try to put something to the floor, we're not going to help you make it happen. And so what ends up happening is there are a lot of good faith people that end up, going into the political environment. And once they get in there, they have all their ideologies, but they can't get anything through because they are sort of somewhat put in a position where they have to agree with the status quo to be able to get any of their initiatives in. So there is an entrenched spirit of, like I said, politics over people. That's been going on for quite some time, and that's why we're here today.
So, what do you do for work, Elijah?
I'm actually an estimator for a construction company, Vaz Construction. It is seasonal, so right now, it's slowed down a little bit. And like I said, a lot of that can be also attributed to people not knowing what bill is going to come around the corner and blow them out of their pants, essentially.
Can you tell me how your particular bill changed?
So my bill suffered an increase of about 100%. My place, thankfully, in this situation, is not too big. I don't have a big home. So in my situation, I didn't feel as much of the brunt numerically, but I felt, a significant brunt as far as an 100% increase from what it was last year at the exact same time with less usage. I've used less this year, and my bill is 100% more. And I just try to understand, how does a 25 to 30% increase, or how is that justifiable ever? But how does that turn into an 100% increase, on our bill? And obviously, I'm the nexus of that group. And so I see a lot of the bills. I get sent a lot of them. I have thousands of firsthand examples of those bills. And people are seeing, anywhere from 100 to a 200% difference from this year's bill to last year's bill.
Wow. So yours went from what to what?
Mine went from about cumulative from about $150, $200 to closer to $400 now.
Oh boy. Okay. And that's for natural gas?
That's for natural gas and electricity. So my natural gas went from $20. The only thing that runs on natural gas here is my stove. So it went from $20 to $65 to $75. So like a threefold increase in a matter of 1 year. And then my energy bill went from about $150 to now $300.
Okay. I really appreciate your time. I wish I had more time to speak to you. I'm trying to do 5 things today, but I'm very interested in this topic and would love to talk to you more another time.
Absolutely. So like I said, I've been doing nothing but research, and I'm new to the political sphere, but I'm getting very knowledgeable very quickly. And so, like I said, I'd love to touch base and let you know our plans for the future, our demands, and what we plan to do to get these things initiated.
That would be great. I'm so glad we've connected, and I'll reach out to you later this week.
And another notable fact is that we're not affiliated with any political party. We prioritize people over everything. As a matter of fact, as part of the group, one of the first tenets and the most important tenet is we don't talk politics, because at the end of the day, politics has a way to kind of divide people. There's a lot of tribalism that's involved within politics, and people lose a sense of objectivity and critical thinking. And so we keep politics completely out. We're not about politics. We're about people, and just ensuring that it's about the policies that these people enact, regardless of who they represent in their political sphere.
Thank you so much, Elijah.
Thank you so much.
Talk to you again later this week.
Have a great day.
All right.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, let's go.